Hi, I'm Marshall Caius, and I'm here at the Clockwise Theatre to introduce you to the cast of our production of Palmer Park. Palmer Park is a story about a community of educated professionals who are committed to creating a truly integrated community. The story takes place in 1967, shortly after the race riots in Detroit, a time during white flight, a time during which the palatial homes in the residential area of Palmer Park, Detroit were sold for rock-bottom prices. We open the play by getting introduced to a white couple, Martin and his wife Kate, moving into Detroit alongside a young black professional couple, Fletcher and Linda. And now I would like to introduce you to the cast of Palmer Park. Could you introduce yourself and tell us who you're playing in Palmer Park, please?
I'm Barry Sumter. I'm playing Fletcher Hazelton.
I'm Cynthia Scher-Petz, and I'm playing Kate Townsend.
I'm Delisha Denham, and I'm playing Linda Hazelton.
I'm Louis Arada, and I'm playing Martin Townsend.
James Sladek, Phil Lamont.
Norman Petchip, I'm playing Saul Rifkin.
Benita Blackman, Alice Marshall.
I'm Terry Schnaubelt, I'm playing Greta Lamont.
David Guy, I'm playing Ron Marshall.
Megan Sport Campbell, and I am Harriet Rifkin.
How do you explain what this show is about to others?
I usually tell people it's based on history. It's true, and the writer experienced a lot of what she lived in the area, and she lived in Detroit at this time, and she went through it herself, the attempt to make this integrated community happen.
And it's also relevant. I mean, I tell people of the time when it takes place in the 60s, but, it's just turn on the news, open up a newspaper, and it's all parallel in what's going on.
But one of the things that interests me is the idea of the class differences within the black community. I think people may tend to view black people as all being the same, and this play sort of explores how there are differences within the community.
No matter how many times you think you've heard the story before, or how much of the puzzle has been put together and you think you've seen, clearly the lesson hasn't been learned. If it's still happening 45 minutes later, we need to add to the puzzle. We need to keep telling the story until people learn from history.
That there's a story beneath the story, I feel like, and if you come and you're paying attention, if we're doing our job, it's about more than just school integration in an integrated neighborhood.
It's pretty bold. It goes straight to the chase of racial integration and a lot of the issues that were facing people at the end of the 60s and the early 70s. So it's a good chance to get to see stuff that's not been sugar-coated. It goes straight for the heart of the subject.
Well, it's just a huge piece of heritage that a lot of Americans don't know about. It's it's real, it's vibrant, it's colorful, it's everything that you'd want in a theater, and it's just a wonderful story, very heartfelt and very honest.
What's it been like working with Doug McDade? we're shifting it a fair bit from socioeconomic to Doug.
To the world writ large and then Doug.
Don't worry, we'll expand again.
Yeah.
I really liked his audition process. I thought that was great, and anybody else did as well. So it made me want to really get to work with him and see how that process worked out when we did the audition.
As opposed to creating this character who's wholly different from ourselves and may have wholly different opinions about this than ourselves. He wants us to bring our own opinions and thoughts to it, which I think will make it more visceral for everyone.
Both kind of raw and safe at the same time. And people bringing everything they have to the scene. And how can you not respond to that?
I signed on because Doug McDade approached me, and I love working with Doug. He's a great guy. He's very energetic. He's a lot of fun.
Rehearsal experience.
A lot of shamrock shakes.
It was one of the reasons I took the opportunity, because I've known Doug for a number of years and wanted to work with him on a play.
The director Doug cares so much about the show, and the cast is so dynamic. And
wonderful play is superbly crafted. I'm enjoying every rehearsal. I enjoy listening to the lines.
You'll see some excellent acting. It's been a joy watching the rehearsals. See something new every time, get more out of it every time, and it's a joy to watch them have fun doing it as well.
Think that, why should people see this production specifically? I mean,
Look at us.
We rock. It's also just a good piece of theater with beautiful design and humor and, you know, all those delightful aspects as well.
fantastic cast. The show is a wonderful show, and you guys just bring it to life and you bring your own emotions into it, and it works. It's just a great show, and it's going to be a treat for anyone who comes to see it. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Marshall. We love you.
I hope you will all join us for Palmer Park, opening March 16th and running through April 8th. All seats are $16.50 and can be purchased through the Clockwise website at www.clockwisetheatre.org. Clockwise Theatre is located at 221 North Genesee Street in downtown Waukegan, 2.5 blocks from the metro station, and also has generous free evening street parking.